the impossible rescue, how one knock in the snow changed everything. On a freezing winter night deep in the mountains, everything was still, until a desperate knock shattered the silence. It was the deep of winter in the Montana wilderness, so cold that breath froze before it even left your lungs. Snow blanketed every inch of the land. No footprints. No tracks. Just white, endless, and merciless. Inside a lonely cabin lit by a dying fire sat Elias, an aging man whose life had quietly faded into snowy solitude since his wife passed away. Then, a sound he hadn't heard in years. Knock, knock. Not loud, but terrified. Elias froze. Who could possibly dare the mountain this night? He opened the door. She was barely holding on. There, trembling in the snow, stood a dog. A yellow Labrador, her body shaking uncontrollably. Snow clung to her fur. Her eyes were wide with fear. Her breath came in painful gasps. But what caught Elias's attention first wasn't the cold. It was her belly. It was huge. Swollen with life. She was very pregnant. Her legs were weak, and she collapsed into the snow again. Her gaze lifted, pleading, not just for warmth, but for her unborn puppies. She was so close to giving birth, yet so far from safety. That single moment was when Elias's world changed forever. A choice between life and death. The storm grew louder outside, as if the mountain itself wanted to claim the dog and her babies. Elias didn't hesitate. He wrapped her in blankets, carried her inside, and warmed her by the fire. She was shaking, not just from cold, but from exhaustion, fear, and pain. Hours passed. As the night grew deeper, the dog began to tremble even harder. Her breathing shortened. And then, she went into labor. Elias had seen birth before, on farms long past, but nothing like this. In the flickering firelight, one fragile puppy after another came into the world. Tiny, wet, and trembling. At first, some didn't cry. Their hearts barely beating. Elias rubbed them gently, whispering words no one had spoken aloud in his cabin for years. Then came the first soft squeak. Life. 1. Then 2. Then 3. And soon, 10 puppies were born that night. All fighting for warmth, milk, and life. Daily BB News. The total number wasn't just a miracle. It was a promise. A promise that love can find you, even in the coldest places. Days of healing and hope. The next morning, the snow still lay thick outside, but inside, life buzzed. The cabin had transformed. Tiny cries echoed. Warmth filled every corner. Luna, as Elias came to call the mother, nuzzled her puppies with fierce devotion. They were safe now, but not out of danger. So Elias stayed. Feeding them. Cleaning them. Watching them grow stronger day by day. The puppies began to squirm and bark. Their eyes opened. Their personalities emerged one at a time. Some playful. Some shy. But all filled with that unbreakable will to live. A future worth saving. Weeks passed. The puppies began to tumble around the cabin like little balls of fur, their tails wagging, their spirits undeniable. And for the first time in a very long time, Elias smiled again. Not a small smile. A full-hearted one. He watched Luna, now healthier, calmer, teaching her pups how to explore, how to trust, how to be alive. He looked down at his own hands. Hands that had once only chopped wood and carried firewood. Now they were the hands that had helped bring life into the world. And in that moment, the cold outside didn't seem so fierce anymore. Because where there had once been loneliness, now there was hope. Elias sits in his rocking chair. Luna sleeps at his feet. 10 puppies curl around her, a tiny mountain of fur and warmth. The wind still howls outside. But inside, the fire is bright. And against all odds, life had chosen this day. She didn't knock for herself. She knocked for the lives she hadn't even met yet. If this story touched your heart, please like the video so more people can feel it too. And subscribe, because kindness deserves to be shared.